Hello everybody, this is Leonora and I am back here today to do a small chat on Doreen Virtue and the hay house changes going out on the market right now in 2018. If you'd like to support this channel, you can like and follow below here, or you can like me personally on Twitter at ElementsCrazyLee, or you can follow my business Elemental Inspirations on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram. Now, there has been a lot going on there with the Doreen Virtue stuff for like the last 6 to 8 months. Some of you may know what's going on, some of you may not. I don't really want to cover some of that stuff as there's just been a lot of drama and a lot of different things going on. But I would like to just say, there are a lot of people out there that are commissioned to make tarot cards, oracle cards, Lenormands, Kidfer, fortune-telling, gypsy cards. And a lot of those people are artists, they're publishers, they're people who work for publishing houses, and they've just studied things a lot. And not everybody out there who has tools are practitioners. And even though Doreen Virtue has had some changes in her personal life, and she has made quite a few statements that have made many of her followers unhappy, upset, and dissatisfied, keep in mind that if you really do like the tools that you have been working with or the tools that you've been drawn to, that they are just that. They are tools to take and make yours and turn them in what you want to. And you don't necessarily have to let some of those tragic things that have been going on with the way that she has changed her representation and things like that totally affect your ability to connect to these wonderful tools. So one of the first items I'd like to talk about today is going to be the Talking to Heaven Mediumship Oracle cards. This is a beautiful deck. It's actually one of her latter decks that just came out really clear and really beautiful, I thought. But at this moment, this $19 deck, $18.99, you can only get available with James Van Prague's name on it. Doreen Virtue is starting to be deleted from the market. So whether she's releasing her rights and her contracts, whether Hay House is just taking her name off by, kind of a little bit of collective of everything, right now we are starting to see discontinued decks taken completely off of the market, and decks like this Talking to Heaven's Mediumship that are getting transferred over to the other person on the title. So right now you will be able to find a few shops like my own that have a couple of these ones left in stock. So for people out there who are collectors, who don't mind these changes that have been going on with Doreen, or who want, that satisfaction of having a deck that still has her name on it, go out and try to acquire these tools sooner than later, because these things are happening rapidly. These changes are not being announced necessarily to the public or the retailers. So I was kind of surprised to find when we went to reorder these that James's name was the only one on it. The deck still, from what I understand, is relatively the same. Now, you are going to be finding other decks out there on the market, like the Archangel Power Tarot cards, that are also no longer having the Doreen Virtue name on it. You will only find Radley Valentine's name on this deck, as well as the Angel Tarot cards. So again, these are two really great decks that a lot of people have cited, and you will find Doreen Virtue. If you want those, you need to run out and get them. Whatever's out in shops are going to be the last of the last, and Radley Valentine will now be the only title name on these couple of decks. So thank you, Radley, for keeping these wonderful decks available to us. But these are some $22 tarot decks. And she has the Fairy Tarot, she has the Guardian Angel Tarot, and the Animal Tarot. Right now I'm finding that most of those still have both titles on the box. But we don't quite know, again, if that's going to remain or those are going to change. We actually found that the Daily Blessing cards that were scheduled to come out in March practically didn't hit the market at all. So some decks are being discontinued before they're even hitting the market. Other decks like this one, the Past Life Oracle cards that are originally done by Doreen Virtue and Brian Weiss, for whatever reason, this deck was not released to Brian Weiss, or not of yet. It's actually completely discontinued at the moment. So this deck is gone, it's off the market. If you're wanting it at all, you might need to run out and get it. Again, there is possibilities with all the changes that are going on that they could be re-releasing it with another, again, just retitling it with just Brian Weiss, but as of right now, not available. This deck and the Ascended Masters Oracle cards, which is one of her original earlier decks, and may not get re-released because her name is generally the only main author person associated with that deck. So 2 of them that I know that have been completely discontinued, 3 or more of them that I already know that the names have been changed on them. Hay House is actually making a lot of restructures inside their company. So as August comes around this year, Hay House on the consumer side of it will look the same. You'll actually notice a lot of stuff still seems the same about them, even though you may start to get directed to a new website. And with that, on the retailer side, you will notice some big differences, as in everything that Hay House produces will now be going over to another company to be distributed and processed. So little things that may not disrupt some people's way of doing business, and other things that may really make things quite a bit different for others. Again, collectors out there, you may want to run out there and just grab your Goddess Guidance if you don't have it. You may want to just go out there and buy your Archangel decks and find, like we already sold out of our Ascended Masters. If you'd like to get a copy of that, you may have to hunt it down. These decks are eventually, from right now going forward, going to be turning into collectibles and turning into like that discontinued product and whatnot. So I hope this gives everybody some information to go on. I hope this just let you know that these changes are coming up as of right now and going to continue to keep changing sporadically, randomly, like this whole situation has kind of unfolded. The only deck I know that still may be like kind of new and still available, kind of coming out, is the Light and Love Oracle cards. So that will be probably one of the newest, last ones that I know of coming out right now. So keep your eyes open, be aware. Again, you're looking for the Doreen factor. You may want to run out and start acquiring those things that you are missing out of your collections of hers right now. And for people that are just looking for the changes and looking for their collectible items and their own things, kind of keep an eye out for Doreen's name being pulled off the titles. Blessed be everybody, be safe, and again, don't let these changes affect you too personally. Blessings, and until next time.